you better on the first date. I should have said what's wrong in the first place. I don't, cause you always taking it the wrong way. You won't listen, you're too busy playing 2K. I always been down, but you still sleep. And even though I said it nice.
Hi everyone, we are back with another makeup tutorial. If you're new to my channel, I am Meech. Welcome. And in this video, I am giving you guys my go-to bronze, gold, goddess glow tutorial. This is my go-to makeup for when I'm heading to the beach, on vacation, hitting a day party. I'm trying to look like that bitch over there that's glowing from within. This is the look for you. So if you're interested in this amazing beat, if I say so myself, then just keep watching. Starting with Tatcha's Dewy Skin Mist. This mist is great for underneath your makeup if you're trying to create a dewy, glowy look. I literally only had 2 sprays. I need a new bottle. Now we're going in with Juvia's Place. This is in the color Tan, the bronze palette, and we're using the top shade as a transition color with back and forth motions with a blending brush. Do the same on the other eye. With the same palette, we're going into the darker shade, and we're going to use that color to focus on the outer part of the eyelid. In circular motions, we're going to blend that darker shade into the outer corner. And we're going to also use that same color to blend in the inner corner of the eyelid. We're not touching the middle part of our eye. And repeat on the other eye. This bronze palette is a great palette for other areas of your face. It's a great transition color and also a great neutral brown. Now we're going to also go in with the blending brush that we use for the transition color, and we're going to connect the front and the back part of the darker brown. So you're just going to go back and forth until you blend, and repeat that process on the other eye. This is the Danessa Myricks Lightwork palette. It's a highlighter palette, but I also use it as eyeshadows. So this bronzy color, I'm going to plop right in the middle part of my eyelid. So you just take a flat brush and you just place that color right onto the eyelid in the middle, focusing in the middle part of your eye. This is Danessa Myricks Color Fix Cream Color in the shade Ballerina. I'm going to use this color just to give a little bit more of a pop in the center of my eye. It's a really pretty shimmery pinkish goldish color, but it gives off more gold reflex than pink. But it's a very beautiful color just for a pop of color in the center of the eye. This is Morphe's Brow Cream in the shade Mocha with a flat brush. I'm just going to create a very small liner. I'm not creating a crazy wing because I don't want it to be too dramatic, but we're just creating just a small liner on the outer part of the eye and not focusing it in the middle or the inner part of the eye. And then I'm going to go in with a small blending brush, and I'm just going to blend that cream brow color just to smudge it out a little bit to kind of give it a little bit of a smoky look. So I'm just extending my eye to help me with that process. This pencil is Kat Von D. It's actually a lip liner. It's in the color Crucifix. So I use this color to tightline my waterline and my eyelash line as well. This is a great color. It's like a brownish reddish color, but it's a beautiful color to use to create a smoky brown under eye. This is Morphe's James Charles palette. I'm using that burnt orange to smoke out that brown liner underneath my eyes. So I'm taking a small blending brush and I'm just using that color to blend out the bottom lash line. So with the blending brush, you're just going to go back and forth until you get the desired blend that you like. But this color, again, is a great color for brown eyes. We're going to go into that bronzing palette, and with that transition color with a small blending brush, we're going to blend underneath the orange to create more of a smoky look. This is also going to help camouflage any fine lines that you have underneath your eyes. This is Dior Backstage Face and Body Glow in Universal. Now this is where the magic happens. So if you want that glow within, underneath a natural skin-like foundation, this is the product for you. This is also great for your body. It's not sticky. It gives a very, very beautiful glow to the skin. So if you're looking for something like this, Dior is for you. Now for the under eye, I'm going to be using Tarte's Shape Tape Corrector in the color Peach. I'm focusing on the discoloration underneath my eyes. I'm also going to be using it around my mouth, which I never had a problem with before. Why do I have one now? Who cares? Correct it. That's what correctors are for. So I'm going to go in with this concealer brush, which by the way is in my Amazon storefront. It's so good. I'm going to go ahead and blend that corrector into my laugh lines and around the mouth. And then I'm going to go ahead and blend out the under eyes. I did let this sit for about a minute or two just to dry down a little bit so I can get a little bit more coverage, which I will also be doing when I apply my concealer. This is Haus Labs Skin Tech Foundation. I'm in the shade 330 Medium Cool. This is a great foundation if you're looking for a foundation that resembles your skin. Also, if you're going for that dewy, glowy look. I have combination skin, so I do find that with this foundation, if you don't prime really well, then in your T-zone, you might get a tad bit oily, but nothing too crazy. It does still give off a beautiful glow. With a flat foundation brush, this is Morphe E63. I'm just pressing the foundation into the skin. So I'm going to do that all over on my ears, underneath my chin, and then I'm going in with a beauty blender and I'm just blending the entire face just to give a seamless look. And now I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Contour Wand in the shade Medium Deep. Now listen, if you don't close this thing, it is going to look crazy on you. So make sure that you close it after you're done. I put it on my hand and I tap it just to warm it up a little bit. And then I go ahead and start to contour. These brushes are by Morphe. These are the Makeup by Ariel brushes, which I love. Also, the other brushes that I've been using, which are the black ones, those are on my Amazon storefront. If you're interested, they're also great affordable brushes, but I'm just using this brush and I'm going to just contour around my forehead, on my cheeks, underneath my chin, you know. Now I'm just taking a sponge and I'm lightly pressing on the face just to blend out any harsh lines. So you're lightly doing this. You're not really going crazy hard onto the skin. Now I'm using Rare Beauty liquid blush. This is in the color Bliss. This is a very light pink and I'm getting a little darker, so the color is not really coming through the way that it should, but it's okay because I'm only really using it as a base. So we're just going to blend that out with a fluffy brush. I know you can't really see it, but it's there. Now it's time to conceal. I'm using Hourglass in the shade Dune. This color is really close to my skin tone, so I am going to use a different concealer just to brighten it up a little bit. But I'm focusing this concealer just on the inner part of underneath my eyes, on my chin, a little bit on my forehead, and a little bit down my nose. I don't go too crazy with the concealer in these areas because I do like a lighter look. But this is the concealer that I'm using to highlight. This concealer is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Medium Sand. And I'm using this blending brush by Makeup by Mario in EF1. This blending brush is by far the best for concealer, in my opinion. And I say that because once you blend it and it puts it in the place where you want your concealer, underneath your eye, underneath where you have that smokiness, it blends it for you. So you don't have to do much to get that concealer right up underneath that color because the bristles on that brush actually blend it seamlessly underneath your eye. It is pure magic. So if you're looking for a blending brush for your concealer, I do recommend this brush. So we're just going to continue to blend out wherever I put the concealer. So that's on the chin, and we're going to blend out on the forehead, starting from where I put the concealer, and we're just going to work our way up until we blend it into the contour. And like I said before, as you can see with the brush, it just does it for you. You don't have to do much with that blending process underneath the smokiness of the eye. Now just take your beauty blender and you're just going to go ahead and go over that very lightly just to give it more of a blend. So this is just for it to kind of blend everything together. And this is what the complexion is looking like so far. We're setting the under eye with Givenchy and Prism Libre with a brush. We're just going to focus that powder right underneath the eye to set the eye, and we're not going to take it where the blush is at. We want to maintain that glowy look, so we're just going to continue to press that powder, which is a great powder, underneath the eye. Now with this NARS pressed powder in the shade Creek, I'm going to also put that underneath my eye just to give me a little bit more brightness. This is a great powder as well to use underneath your eye. I'm also going to use this powder just to press around my mouth, anywhere where I applied the concealer, just to prevent any creasing. FYI, this is a great powder to take in your pocketbook because it's so thin. Now we're going back into the bronze palette and we're going to start to bronze. I'm using the top shade and I'm just in circular motions using a blush brush just to bronze up where I contoured. So I'm lightly going in with this bronzer. With the light work palette, I'm going to go into the shade No Prob and I'm going to start to highlight with this beautiful color. And as you will see with this brush, it's just, oh my God, like look. Instantly, that's my favorite word, by the way. It is giving glow goddess. Who told lies? Not me. No, ma'am. Anywho, so yeah, I want some more. So now we're going to go in with the same bronze palette I told you guys, multi-use, okay? We're going to go ahead and contour the little nose that I have, but we're going to take whatever's left on the highlighter brush and we're just going to highlight down the nose and on top of the lips. Now we're going in with Charlotte Tilbury. This is the pressed powder in the number 3. And with this brush, I'm going to start to press in that powder where I place the foundation, not on the highlighter. This is like the perfect brush to do this because it's angled and it's fluffy and it's soft. I'm using this Mented Cosmetic lip liner in the shade Mented Night. I got this at Ulta. It's a dark brown lip liner. So I'm just going to line my lips with this lip liner. And then I'm going to also use another lip liner just to give a transition. Now the lip liner I'm using is Huda Beauty in the color Warm Brown. This color gives off a little bit of a warm mauve color to me, but it's a great transition lip liner. And then I'm going to go in with a lipstick by M. Rizzy, Pretty Little Thing. I believe they collab. The color is Photogenic. And I'm going to focus this on the center of my lips because I'm going to go in with a lip pencil and I'm just going to blend those colors together. So as you can see, I'm just blending. I'm not really going in the middle of my lips, but I'm blending on the outer part and I'm smudging every so often just to blend everything together. You could definitely leave it like this, but I'm going to put on some gloss. I'm going in with the Fenty Cream in the shade Honey Waffle. This is such a beautiful color. I think it looks so pretty on darker skin women. This shade really complements the orange smokiness underneath my eyes. I think it's very pretty. And yeah. Going back in with the darker lip liner just to darken the outer corners of my lips, just to give it a little bit more definition. Now look what this MAC Fix Plus did to me, y'all. Look. What? Shower me? No, I was drenched. And then look, I tried to keep it cute. It didn't work. I'm just putting a light coat of mascara on my bottom lashes. I do this after I spray just because it's wet. And then I'm going in with this small pointed brush. Got the nerve to use the 6 Plus. And I'm just going into the highlighter again. And I'm just getting a lighter shade. And I'm just putting that in the corners of my eyes just to give it a little bit more of a pop of color. All right, guys, and I'm back. I tried to do a little something to this hair. I just washed it, so we all know freshly washed hair is just... So this is the look. This is what we're giving up close and personal. I mean, boom! that beam is hitting. Okay, so anyways, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you want more of my makeup looks, then please subscribe and follow. Thank you guys for tuning in, and until next time, peace out.